do we have to go soon or like?
Actually, yeah, it says meeting will end in 10 minutes because Zoom is like free.
Yeah. No, this happened in my wedding.
Oh my God, in your wedding? No.
Hopefully this is a platform that makes people feel safe.
I completely almost forgot.
The what?
The COVID situation.
Oh. Yeah.
And I have another friend as well that's living in Shanghai. And because they look a little bit more foreign, like because she's married to a foreign guy and she's half Brazilian, but half Chinese. But then it's like they would like treat them like really badly when they walk past the streets, saying stuff like to their kids, saying don't go near them, like that, or anyone that looks foreign.
It's like you're more likely to get COVID or something.
Yeah, or they assume that they are travelers, that came outside and like, oh, that you're bringing all the COVID or whatever. But still, it's
like a freaking movie. Like everyone is screaming in the buildings, and then you see the drones flying around with like robot announcement. It's like in the movies.
And unless like you're wearing full on health gear shit, you're gonna be like just watched.
They're literally sealing people's doors, and then the woman inside was like, "How am I supposed to get food?" And then she's like, "Oh, you can open this." I'm like, "Okay, so what's the point of sealing the door so people don't come out?"
Exactly.
Bruh.
Hi guys, welcome to a new episode. We have Lyka here with us. Super excited to have her. We all grew up in Macau. And we've known each other for a long time, and we're all out of Macau now, and just living our life.
Oh my God.
But yeah, so like tell us a little bit about yourself and your recent wedding. Sorry, that was a bad intro to the wedding.
No, that's good.
But yeah, tell us about yourself.
Yeah, I'm Lyka, Lysandra at work and in formal situations. I'm in Brussels now.
Brussels sprouts.
Oh my God.
Yeah, spelled the same way, without the sprouts part. So yeah, it's in Belgium. I don't know how to. Do you guys know where Belgium?
Mm-hmm.
I know Belgium chocolate is so yummy.
Yeah, so that's where I'm at. Belgian chocolate, fries, waffles, beers.
Belgium waffles.
I'm in that land. So yeah, I'm working in communications, and yeah, I just got married like 2 weeks ago now.
She's fresh out the hitch pot.
And it was an online wedding, right? Like a virtual wedding.
Well, it was a hybrid.
Hybrid! That's the new word.
That is the new word. Yes, half online for friends and family back home, because obviously you guys know the whole quarantine situation. And then we did like a small group wedding here. But it was just like the signing. So it wasn't a church wedding.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of like the official documents.
Mm-hmm.
So cool. It's so nice. I love how like there's like judges. It's just like, whoa, is this like Harry Potter? How like all the coming up, right? It just feels that.
It totally had that vibe. Yeah. Like I don't know, like those old like churches here, where you at the altar there's like seats on the side, kind of.
Yeah.
So it was totally like a miniature version of that.
So cool.
And yeah, and then we were seated at the front, and like it wasn't the mayor, but it was like a representative of the city hall that like wedded us. Is that how you say it? I don't know. Cool. She officiated the ceremony.
Yeah.
That's how you say it. Yeah. So
that sounds cool though, because like the wedding or the signing official wedding that I had, that's for paper, it was just like one woman that we had, and then three families, and then me and Denti. So it was like, yeah, but yours looks super cool. It was like, an actual,
Yeah, I think they make it that way because a lot of people are less and less religious here. So that's sort of like their main wedding, like they don't do the whole church thing anymore. Like, I mean, of course some people still do, but I think more and more people don't.
Yeah.
So
Is there
what?
like food after outside or something?
Yeah, so we did like a beer tasting since we're in Belgium.
So cool.
So yeah, we went to a place and then just like drank beer, had snacks, and then we went
That's
to
cool.
dinner to have a formal meal. So
Wow.
Did you
Yeah.
have to like help plan? Because usually, like I have the impression that weddings are expensive and you have to like,
yeah,
put a lot of money into it. How was that?
I mean, to be honest, like we didn't want to do like a major wedding because obviously I still want my family to
Yeah.
be part of that, so I didn't want to make a full-blown thing here.
Yeah.
So it was really a smaller group wedding kind of thing. So I think already that cut a lot of the cost. It's like
Yeah.
you really choose the people that you want to actually be there and not just invite random people that it's really like if I've never met you, like why am I
That
gonna
is so true.
you know what I mean? It's like
Yeah, and the reason people have huge weddings is because they invite their cousins and their cousins' cousins or their cousins' relatives. It's like, I don't know you. Why should I invite you to my wedding?
like, I know we're family and but I don't know, like at the end of the day, like you don't even talk to me like on a yearly basis. So
Yeah.
That's so true. And people get so hurt by it too. It's just like
They
I
get
mean,
offended.
and
They
they
do.
forget how expensive it is. Like actually
Yeah.
like adding a person.
Yeah, but the thing is, in back home, I think some people are able to make money off of it. Like, since the culture back home is
Oh, that's
so
true.
Yeah.
when you
That is
get
true.
married and stuff. So these strangers will give you money, I guess. I mean, I don't know.
If you're invited to the wedding, then you have to bring some sort of gift, which is usually cash.
Yeah.
I
So
see.
no, but here we tried to scale it down. We tried to be reasonable. We didn't do anything like crazy, not like I've seen weddings with like I don't know, fireworks, elephants, and obviously we're not doing that.
For
Like,
reals.
like animal cruelty and stuff. So
Animal cruelty.
it was a low key vibe, chill wedding. Kind of
Yeah.
thing.
That's good. And it wasn't like, or they in Europe or in Brussels right now, like they're not restricted with COVID. Like,
Oh
how
yeah.
many
Do you
people
have to wear
should
masks
gather.
and stuff?
No, so it's over. Like it's like it's done. Like
Dude, same.
I think earlier on into the pandemic, you were only allowed to invite, I think, I don't know, less than 10 people in that room.
Yeah.
We had this there. I think they really limited the number of people who could be in there. But now it's all open and everything is just.
Yeah, America has been done like since I don't know, like since COVID started. Just
were they even ever?
just literally some states that like kind of locked down, like New York and
I'm sure you say lockdown, but nobody's gonna lock you
no,
down.
Has your mom already asked you for light eyes babies? Because my mom is like, give me green eyed babies. My mom like all the time,
Okay.
and I'm just like,
my mom didn't specify the eye color. She just said.
fair enough. It's that age nano because they're like that's when my mom had me.
Yeah, but they're from a different generation.
So different, and everything's so expensive. Oh my god.
Yeah, they didn't have to think about that as much as we do.
Here in America, to give birth with insurance is $10,000 US.
What?
Yeah, you pay monthly, I guess. I guess you don't have to pay it at once, but still.
There's just like you said, there's just a lot more to consider.
I feel like a child still.
Yeah.
I barely keep my plants alive.
Yeah. Did you guys go through this plant phase too during the pandemic.
Yep.
There were all those phases, right? There was the baking phase, the banana bread phase, the phase, and what, like, I don't know.
I went through a sewing phase too.
There was a sewing moment.
Yeah, because like, what else can you do at home? You make clothes.
Oh my God, I gone through a puzzling phase.
I also did a few puzzles.
Oh yeah. Because I'm just like, oh, here, I'm finished. I'm using my brain, you know. Oh.
I guess, what are your differences, like living together with your partner, you know, in terms of culture-wise?
Is there anything that you had
are
to
there
like give up? Like
or like culture shocks?
Culture shock or give up? I mean, you know, it's European and Asian culture. It's, yeah, of course there are like differences, you know, we're more I don't know, like things like addressing your parents or something. Like, how would you address your in-laws, for example? Like by name, or would you say, because like for us, we'll say like tita or tia or, you know, auntie.
Tyler doesn't even call his parents by dad or mom. It's like Melody and
That was so
Robert.
weird to me when I heard that from you.
He doesn't say mom or dad? Or?
That's so
to say the name.
I guess the food wise, you know, but then I never really like, you know, French food is great. Like, I don't know, Filipino food.
Who cooks more?
Philippe cooks more, so I'm not even gonna try and cover
I see. For me, I cook more because Tyler is like, I prefer like more seasoned food. So.
No, I had an argument the other day. I'm like, you don't know how to cook, and he's like, I know how to cook, and I'm like, dude, your pasta doesn't even have salt in it. Come on.
No salt.
No, it had salt, but it wasn't enough for me, you know.
Obviously.
I would like ask Philippe to cook me Filipino food.
Oh wow.
Yeah, no, he cooks everything. Like honestly, I'm craving like minchi or like whatever, and then he'll like look it up and like cook it. So I'm not gonna. Yeah, so I'm not gonna even try and make the argument.
Does he know how to cook adobo chicken? Chicken adobo.
Of course, yeah. Basic.
Wow.
He knows how to cook adobo, sinigang, Bicol Express.
No wonder you said yes.
This girl, like.
No wonder you said I do.
Oh, do we have to go soon or like?
Actually, yeah, it says meeting will end in 10 minutes because Zoom is like free.
Yeah. No, this happened in my wedding.
Oh my God, in your wedding? No.
Yeah. Like saying, like everyone in the chat, because obviously I had to start it like earlier because
yeah, of course.
Like I'm not gonna go like so anyway. I had to start it earlier, and then it was like this like 10 minutes left as well. And then like we haven't signed anything. We just like started the whole thing. And then the friends, like my friends in the chat were like, oh my gosh, she didn't pay for premium. Oh my God, I think it was Marolda. And then I'm just like I didn't realize this was all happening. Obviously, like only
they're probably freaking out in the chat, and you're just walking down the aisle.
Yeah, they were freaking out. She better get married, and she better get married in like 5 minutes or like whatever. But it worked out in the end, so it was fine.
That's so funny.
Damn it, Zoom! This freaking oh my God, yeah, this 40 minute limit though.
I'm actually like really grateful or happy that Dante doesn't like he's not like picky with Asian food, because sometimes, or at least for my mom in the beginning, she's Brazilian, like the first time she smelled adobo, she was like, oh God, what is that? She really, I don't think she liked it so much.
I think it's the vinegar.
Yeah, it's the vinegar and the soy sauce.
Yeah.
But so Dante, like he's really like open to anything. He eats anything. So I like whatever I cook, whatever I feel like cooking, whether it's, you know, Macanese or Portuguese or Filipino food, like he's open to eating anything, which is like
that's perfect. Oh. With Tyler, I'm so thankful that he can like handle spice, because sometimes I just like dash it in and then he's like, oh, this is spicy. I'm like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. And he's like, no, it's good. I'm like,
I was gonna ask, how is it making friends in Europe or in Brussels?
Honestly, it's been pretty hard these past 2 years, because everything is shut. Like, well, no, everything's open now, but like I think in general it's quite easy to meet people because Brussels is like super international. So you have people from literally everywhere. Like you walk down the road, you hear like different languages, and it's not just one dominant culture. I mean, the dominant culture is still mostly European, but there's different, like there's Italian, there's Spanish, there's French, there's all types of Europeans.
So you see a lot of Asians there?
Yeah, there are a lot of Asians here. I see Filipinos in the street. It's
do you
like
say hello?
Sometimes
I get shy. I never say. I'm like, I always hear like a Filipino accent. I'm like, oh my God, Filipino.
No, they're very chismosa, so it's like,
wait, what does that mean?
Gossip.
Like they're very nosy. Like you start. No, I mean it's not I don't know how to explain it. Like there's a different kind of approach when I speak to a Filipino that I don't know, like maybe on a bus or whatever. It's just they all of a sudden want to know your whole life.
Oh my God, I get it.
I don't know if this happens to you guys, but like
that's me with Uber drivers. They just ask so much.
Where are you from? Like, what are you doing here? How long? Which are normal questions, I guess. But like where are you from in the Philippines? Like obviously, thing. And then and compared to my interactions with, like, if I speak to a Chinese person at a restaurant, the small talk would be really like direct and cut short, and it would just be like, just to know, but that they're not going to do anything. That information stops there, kind of thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I feel like with Filipinos, it's going to go like to at least 7 people.
That's so true.
The thing that was a shock for me is hospitality here. I mean hospitality in French friends or family setting, or just coming into someone's house. I maybe it's because my dad was very valued this a lot. Whenever there's someone that comes into our home, we were kids, even if we were 7 or 8, we would always be asked to like get a cup of water and then serve it to the guests, or kind of like take care of the guests because they're in our home. And I didn't feel that here, I kind of coming from that background, I had that expectation, that I would I guess receive the same, because that's all I knew.
I don't know, because I received the same hospitality here, at least with my friends here, like offering to the water thing. I think the culture shock thing for me is the shoes thing.
The shoes, yes.
Like that one to me is like, okay, I don't know how to politely tell you, like,
I always take off my shoes and like at Tyler's parents' house, and they're like, no, you don't have to. I'm like, it's habit.
Like for me, it's a shoes thing that kind of shocked me in terms of receiving.
See, in America, I feel like it is half. Like, there's people that are, are clean freaks, and that are like, and they welcome like how we welcome, and there are people that are like less, they grew up with probably parents that are cool with everything. You know what I mean? But I feel like
different.
Yeah, after coming to America, like that's what I realized more is just America's huge, and there's literally so many types of people, and like upbringings,
melting pot.
Yeah. I don't know if you saw these memes that like, how do you literally cannot translate "I'm proud of you" in Chinese. Like,
oh yeah, that's true actually.
That's true.
No, no, that's like,
I'm happy for you.
Oh my God,
so it's like already in the language itself, you see that there's a sort of distance put in terms of showing.
How about in Tagalog?
Tagalog, I don't even know.
I only know bahala sa buhay mo.
Yeah, bahala sa buhay.
What does that mean?
It's like do whatever you want with your life.
Yeah. It's basically like basically you're in trouble, but it's like I will take it as like, all right, I'll do whatever I want. Now there's like, living by yourself, laundry piles up, food you have to make every day. Oh my god. It's like nonstop.
It is.
And then it's tiring. And then you have your parents like go have a baby. It's like, I'm trying to take care of myself. Like I'm trying to
be sane.
I'm trying to stay sane, please. Like, would you guys feel comfortable having kids in the US though? Because that's something that I always try to ask people around me is because we grew up relatively like we had help some way or another around us, like whether it's our family or family friends or and here it's really like you're on your own with your kid. I mean, you have your husband, your partner, but
I can imagine my in-laws would probably come, like they're so nice, like they probably would, but yeah, I would still feel like I want my mom there, obviously, because and she's the one who's been asking for so long, obviously she wants to be a part of it.
Yeah, I think that was a big thing for us too, because when people started asking like, oh, you're married, oh, when are you gonna have kids? Like, I like freaking out inside because people, it's like, okay, I'm supposed to have kids, but I feel like I'm alone. I know I'm not alone because I have my husband, but like motherhood is a lot more than, like it's just a lot of adjustment and
a
I'm
lot of
grateful that
hormones going crazy. I mean, what if we say something like to our husbands that we don't even mean? I don't know.
What if I become like a scary like bitch and then I'm just like he can't talk? I don't know, but I know
and you can't
like,
eat sushi. So
he just reminds me like there's a family like in-law too, but I know it's different. Ideally, I'd want to have them already here before I think about having kids.
That's fair. I think that's a fair ask. Like,
Yeah.
But I also don't understand sometimes this expectation to have kids right after you're married. Like, okay, like we don't have to have, like, there's literally no law asking you to have kids. Like, at the end of the day, it's your decision, and it's whether or not it's something you both want, because then
you're gonna get bored, like blah, 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 like this, but all these like like reasons, it's not like it doesn't go with my reasons, like, oh, it's gonna be cute, it's like, oh, it's gonna be like, so in the end
you're not gonna be taking care of it.
Exactly. They're like trying to reel you into, they're like, oh, so that they can say, I told you it was hard, huh? Oh, parenting is hard. I told you it was hard, like that. I'm like, I don't want to be in that position. I know it's hard.
Yeah, we know it's hard. That's why we're taking our time.
It's because we care. That's why we put so much thought into it, and almost just waiting until we're stable, both mentally and financially.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I feel like, mentally I gotta be okay first. But and especially financially.
I think that finance is like a huge question mark,
Yeah, I cut down on a lot of expensive just from like not ordering food outside, which is so hard to do.
How do you guys cope with that? Because I honestly, like, how in Macau we just eat out.
Oh, it's so cheap.
So like cheap. If you're hungry, just go out whatever time you
forgot to make rice. I just order like 2 packs of rice. 10
you want to film at 5 a.m? Fucking go to walk.
Oh god. And also Chang Fun, just like simple Sengay, just eating
the yutan, and also the barbecue. Like, oh my god, it's so good. No,
Yeah.
there's nothing of a sort here. Even take out sushi, like the cheap ones that you just clip in, like the three mop like the one, like one piece is 3 mop, and it's just like, here you buy like a tray of sushi in the supermarket. It costs $20 and $20 US dollars. So that's like already 100. Wait, yeah, it's 100 something.
I feel like the actual way that I cope with, missing food from home is learning to cook it.
Yes, same.
I
But
literally made boba one time.
yeah, but in Macau we have all of these, given to us, and it's not even expensive, so we never really learn to make them.
Yeah.
If you could teleport to Macau right now, what's the first thing you would eat?
Some like
Oh my god! No joke. Same. Cam lì ngầu lắm. Cho mình ăn coi tài bụng.
with a white tala, like
Oh!
Glass ones? Oh,
yes.
Thank you so much for your time. It was good catching up.
Thank you so much, Lyka, aka Lysandra.
Congratulations again to
Congrats
the newly
again.
wed couple.
Thanks.
Enjoy the married life.
Thanks.
Bye.
Take care.